and welcome to the Herget Gymnasium for today's varsity volleyball match between Braintree and Wellesley. Mike Wassel bringing the coverage here on BCAM TV. And Braintree hoping to get in the win column here today against Wellesley, the Raiders, who's had a tough season. Braintree has also struggled a bit here this season, a young team, as we look for the first point. And it's Wellesley as they score the game's first point here in set one. On the miss hit by the Wamps. So a very quick 1-0 lead by the visitors as they will serve. And Braintree now brings it towards the net. Trying to tie the score here at 1. As that one is dug. Tough pass, but Braintree is able to knock it over on the third hit. As we'll regroup and the volley continues. Big swing as nearly consecutive points for Wellesley as Volpe was able to hit it over, and that is back-to-back points for the Raiders. So Braintree down very quickly 2-0 here in the opening set. As Braintree will try and knock it over the net, and they do on the third hit. As that one is mishit, and Braintree on the board. It's 2-1. Braintree with a win in their season opener. Also had a win over Framingham and hoping to get a win here today against Wellesley. Bay State Conference always a very tough conference to play in any sport, but volleyball more specifically. You have Newton North and Needham, always some of the top programs. Brookline and Natick also generally a very good team as well. So no easy matches in the Bay State Conference. As Braintree down 3-1 after the first serving error. And that is out of bounds as well. So Braintree actually going to say that is inbounds. They're going to give Braintree the point. It was deflected. So the Wamps make it 3-2. Nice hard serve by Braintree. Middle of the court, nice sliding play to keep play alive by Tang. And then at the net is blocked, and the point goes Wellesley's way. So I've seen one serving mistake by Braintree, and Wellesley now getting ready to serve. Braintree will play it over on the third hit, down by 2. And a nice block at the net, and Wellesley is going to return it. And a nice play at the net by Wilson Lynn, number 10 for Braintree. So Braintree back within a point at 4-3. And the serve is out of bounds again. That'll be the second serving mistake by Braintree. Braintree hoping that as this game goes along, they can clean up those mistakes. Short serve, as Braintree will play it over again. It's Lynn, and Lynn makes it tough for Wellesley to make a play, and they cannot, as the Wamps score again, and we continue to go back and forth. Jump serve. Far side of the court and hammered out of bounds as Braintree has tied the score at 5. So the Wamps have battled back. And another serve from Braintree. And that's going to be an illegal hit. That's a double touch by Wellesley. And it puts Braintree in front for the first time, 6-5. Roger Wong, who has now served 4 consecutive serves, trying to keep Braintree's streak going with 3 straight points. At the net, and a nice hit. One of the stronger hits we've seen so far, and that'll be a kill for the Raiders, tying this one up at 6. Right to the back line of the Braintree defense, and played across the court and out of bounds by the Wamps, and they trail by 1. Short with that serve, as it's played over the net, and another violation on Braintree. That's a double hit yet again. Second time we've seen that, one on each side. Played over on the bump by Brian Gow. And on the other side, it's hit, but out of bounds. So Braintree gets a much-needed point, making it 8-7, as we continue to go back and forth. Neither side has been able to really distance themselves early. Neither side's had to use a timeout. Both sides get 2 timeouts apiece in each set. And Wellesley's hit is well short of the net. And that ties it at 8 here in set number 1. So we have not seen an ace. We have not seen a serving error by Wellesley. And again, a 2-touch. Wellesley struggling to return the Braintree serves on a couple of occasions here early. Nice dig by Wong, and Wong then passed it over the net. As this one's blocked by Braintree, and again, they score. Nice work by the Braintree front line. And now getting ready to serve for Braintree will be Ryan Liu. Wellesley needs to hit it over here, and they can't. And they have really struggled the last few points, as Braintree has opened up now a 3-point advantage at 11-8. Both sides have had tough starts to the season, and is this our first ace is the question. Still no signal? And yes, there is, as Braintree does get the game's first ace. Down on the right side of the court, right in front of the Wellesley bench with no complaint. Nice hard serve by the Wamps. And going into the bench and not able to make a play are the Raiders, as Braintree's open up now a 13-8 advantage. Still no timeout by Wellesley, which is a little surprising here, as Braintree is really taking control here of this first set. And the serve goes out of bounds. So that's been one of the few things Braintree's done wrong here in this first set, has been their serving mistakes. They've had 3 of them. And then a serving error on the other side. So that's the first on Wellesley. It's back to 5 at 14-9. Braintree with the lead. And we just keep going back and forth with serving errors as Braintree returns the favor on the short serve from Gow. So we're past the halfway point now of the opening set. That's Braintree in front. And a nice athletic play, knocked over by Lou. As Braintree now looking to make a play, and they're able to block it, and they will score. So Braintree with a 5-point lead and the serve. As getting ready to hit it with the left hand is Anthony Volpe. And that one hit out of bounds, and Braintree's largest lead is now actually going to change the call. That was deflected, so it's going to be a 15-11 score. They're going to have to adjust the scoreboard. And they have done that. Obviously, very tough to tell sometimes if the ball is deflected. The head referee that overlooks the net is the one that makes that call. And the serve goes out of bounds. So 4 serving errors by Braintree, 2 now on Wellesley, and Braintree back up by 5 at 16-11. Getting ready to serve is Tang, one of the few seniors on this team. And missed it at the net by Lou, as Wellesley gets a much needed point. To 12 is the score here in the opening set. As it clips the net, stays in play. As Braintree at the net, and a running tap over. And then this hit is going to be out of bounds. Wellesley can't believe it. That looked very close. As Braintree opens up that 5-point lead again, 17-12. Neither side has used a timeout here in the first set. And again, it is hit out of bounds. And Braintree now with a 6-point advantage, and as one would expect, Wellesley takes the timeout here. And 18-12 is the score in Braintree's favor, as the two sides get about a minute to talk things over. It'll be a short break. And the Wamps will try and build upon what is now a 6-point edge. Looking to secure a win here at home. Wins have been tough to get here this season for the Wamps, but they are trying to get one here against Wellesley. As they talk intently in the huddle, under the direction of head coach Roberta Standard. Braintree very happy with how things have started. Trying to secure a win in the opening set. So the timeout has ended. Braintree with a chance here to close things out quickly in this first set, leading 18-12 as we return from the game's first timeout. And a jump serve, and a good one. As Wellesley denied at the net, but able to rebound there and knock it back over. As Braintree tries again, and again another dig for the Raiders, who have played some good defense. Braintree with another block, and then again knocked over by Lynn. As Braintree with a sliding play to stay and keep this volley going, and then it's knocked underneath the net by a sliding try by Wellesley. So Braintree's largest lead now is 7 at 19-12. And Braintree with a serving error. Give away a point. They've had 5 of those in the opening set. And now a serving error the other way. So Wellesley with 3. We've only seen one ace, which Braintree got. And the score is 20-13 Braintree. And another serving error. So Braintree, the only thing they've really done wrong in this first set has been make mistakes on the serve. They've had 6 of them, and that's almost half the points that Wellesley has. As Volpe is out of bounds, but it was deflected. Getting ready here. As the scoreboard had to be adjusted again. Nice diving effort, but that's going to be 4 hits on the Wellesley side, and Braintree has really opened this one up and given themselves an advantage to close it out very, very quickly here in this first set, as Wellesley will take another timeout. 22-14 is the score. We'll take a quick break and bring you back the end of the set right after this. Play set to resume. Final timeout used by Wellesley. 22-14 as Braintree serves. Braintree up by 8 points. And that is out of bounds. Just barely. Right in front of a couple of Wellesley players who were watching intently. Makes it 22-15. As the Raiders look to battle back. They've used 2 timeouts in the last few points. And Braintree has not used one yet. And the way this has gone, really no reason to have to. As this one a mile out of bounds. And that was a bad serve there. Frustrating for the Raiders, who had just gotten a point. You thought maybe momentum could shift in this game, but another serving error that allows Braintree to get the serve back, and then Braintree serves it out of bounds too. I haven't seen Braintree serve this many out of bounds in a while, and they have had pretty good stretches here this season of serving, but I'm a little surprised to see them making this many serving mistakes early in this first set. As that one is mishit, and Braintree has all of a sudden allowed Wellesley to make it a 6-point match here in the first set, 23-17. Nice dig by Wong, and then Braintree with another 2-touch. And just like that, it's a 5-point set, and Wellesley starting to pick up some momentum, but it might be a little too late. Braintree hoping to get this point. As that one is blocked and out of bounds, and Braintree does get the point, and now it's set point, 24-18. So a chance here for Volpe to serve and win this. As this one does make it over the net, and Braintree gets the point, but they are still talking things over, and now they have made the change on the scoreboard to give Braintree the final point, I believe. 25-19 will be the final score here in this first set. A weird end to the set as the referees had to talk it over, but that is the end of the opening set as Braintree goes ahead 1-0, 25-19 the score after one set, and Braintree will look to respond in the second set as the two teams switch sides. We'll be back for set number 2 right after this.
You might feel like there's too many problems in the world, or that you as a 15-year-old, 16-year-old can't really make a difference.
It's not always about you. It's not just one person. It's a group. It's a team. If we all show up together, that's what it's all about.
I was a part of helping to build what it is today.
I'm really lucky to get to be a part of that legacy.
Just that simple act that takes 5 or 10 minutes of your time is making a difference and is transforming someone else's life.
Once you get there and realize how much you can change someone's life, it's one of the best feelings in the world.
I'd do anything to convince you just to be a part of this.
You guys keep doing what you're doing, it's something special.
Get up and try something. Just try it. Just go to one event, one action team event.
It'll just make you feel so good about yourself.
Back here at Braintree High School, a 1-0 lead for Braintree. Mike Wassel bringing the coverage here on BCam TV. And Braintree with a 25-19 victory in set 1. And now getting ready for the second set. Referee's just making sure the alignments are correct. And Braintree will start. And it's Volpe who was serving to end the first set. He'll begin here in set 2. And he's short on the serve. So Braintree now with 8 serving errors, giving away the first point of the second set. And the Raiders with their best serve of the match, as that one just was returned by Braintree, but they're not able to hit it over. And that's 4 hits. That serve, again, a good one. Braintree down 2 points here to start. And a nice hit. The best one of the match for sure by the Raiders. A kill there for Wellesley. So Braintree down by 3, trying to respond. And they're able to get a point here and get on the board. Three to 1. And that one is knocked out of bounds. And just like that, Braintree within a point at 3-2. So Braintree has all of a sudden found a way to make themselves right back in business here. And the serve goes just out of bounds, and Braintree with another serving error. That's 9 of them. Four to 2 Wellesley here in set number 2. As Braintree returns the Wellesley hit. And then an illegal hit going on Wellesley. Four to 3 is the score. As Braintree looking to tie it up here. And the hit is Out of bounds by Braintree's mind. And we still have not seen a call. As the referee now having words with the JV player for Wellesley, who is the referee at the time. And I think they're just going to redo the point. I don't think they're going to give the point. We're not going to see a change in score. I don't think either side can really get mad at redoing it, but I think the referee's going to have some words here with the line judge. Nice serve by Braintree. And that one clearly out of bounds. And Ellis Wong, who just served, will serve again. As we are tied at 4. Pass to the far side and blocked as Wellesley scores. It clears the net and Braintree gets the point. 5-5 here in set 2. Braintree leads 1-0, 25-19 in the opening set. Very evenly matched here in the second set, tied at 5. As the hit is short of the net. Played by Braintree, blocked at the net, and then knocked over but out of bounds by Gow. Far side, another chance for Gow, and this time he delivered. One of the better hits by the Braintree hitters at the front. So Braintree in front for the first time here in the second set at 7-6. Third hit is knocked over the net and then blocked by Braintree but out of bounds. Jump serve, and the Raiders right into the net. Their fifth, and Braintree goes back in front 8-7. And Braintree with a 2-point edge, up 9-7. Again, each side has 2 timeouts per set. We saw Wellesley use both of theirs late in the first set, and they could be essentially thinking about using one soon if things don't change here in this second set. And Braintree with a 2-touch. tough one for Braintree, but they are able to make a nice hit. And just inbound on the back line. As Braintree goes back up by 2 points. 10-8 here in set 2. Nearing the halfway point of the second set. And a timeout is taken. And Braintree with a 2-point edge will take a timeout as well. Braintree 10-8 over Wellesley. Play set to return following the timeout. As Volpe will serve. Takes a little bit off of that with some spin. And Braintree with a nice block at the net. And then it is out of bounds. So after the timeout, Braintree scores the next point. Is the score in favor of Braintree here at home. Nice dig by Volpe, and then it hit something up top. Tough bounce there for Braintree, who started to get things going. Hit is short. So that'll be serving our number 6 for the Raiders. Braintree has 9. We've only seen 1 ace by Braintree. That's it. Oh, nice block at the net by Lynn. As play continues. Another block, but on the Braintree side. Lynn and Lou there on the tandem block for the Wamps, but again it did fall on the Braintree side. Serve, 12-10 the score. Braintree with a 2-point edge. And now it is 13-10, although that looked like it hit the ground, and Wellesley obviously going to say that too. That was very close. I could not tell from my angle, but that did look like it glazed the ground. And Wellesley able to return the point back with a heavy hit and a nice kill there to make it 13-11. Probably a little frustration built into that hit. Knocked over the net by Braintree, and that's going to be a violation going on Braintree. And all of a sudden it's 13-12. And the serve goes into the net. Wong now serving for Braintree. 14-12. Braintree with the lead. And that one is another Braintree point. As Braintree gets the benefit of another 2-touch. And things are going poorly here after the timeout for Wellesley. All of a sudden, Braintree their largest lead of the second set is 4. And Braintree with another 2-touch. We've seen that call so many times here in this one. And now Braintree wanting an explanation for why that was a two-touch. And I don't think the explanation is going to please head coach Standard. Tyler Tang over there to explain the situation. And 16-13, Wellesley with the serve, and again, we see another serving error. Braintree serves have been better recently. That's the 7th by Wellesley. Braintree has 9 of them. Had a lot in that first set. And Braintree again getting the point. And both sides getting called for the two-touch. And Wellesley will use their final timeout, down now by 5 at 18-13, as the Wamps have built a comfortable lead. We'll be back for the remainder of the second set right after this. Back after the timeout, Wamps by 5, 18-13, leading 1-0. Opportunity to go ahead by 2 sets, and this one is out of bounds. So Braintree on cue with a serving error, their 10th. And now an ace, the first of the match by Wellesley. So all of a sudden, the Raiders are within 3. And then a serving error to put Braintree back up by 4. So Braintree with 19-15 lead. And now their second ace. So we have not seen long volleys here the last handful of points. We've seen serving errors and aces by both sides. And this one hammered down. And the Raiders cut it to 20-16. (21-16) Braintree. And the Wamps building upon a first set victory by 6 points. They're leading by 5 here, 21-16. As Braintree with the block, and they have opened up a comfortable advantage. And again, Wellesley out of timeout, so they cannot stop play any further. And the serve is well out of bounds. So Braintree with serving error number 11. Wellesley now with 9. And they've really picked up the serving errors here in the second set after Braintree had struggled in the first set with serves. And the Raiders are shooting themselves in the foot. They're in double figures with 10. 23-17, as Braintree looking to close out the second set. Just a couple points away from victory. Set up by Tang, middle of the court, and Lin with a beautiful hit. as we're at set point. And the serve is out of bounds by Braintree. Trying to get that ace to win it, but that is out of bounds. Makes it 24-18. And Braintree still with set point, but Wellesley will serve it now. They have to have a good serve or it will end here in the second set. Servers inbound. Braintree with a chance to win the second set, and they do. Beautifully set up, and Lynn able to pound it down for the kill. 25-18 Braintree, and they're out to a convincing 2-0 lead here at home at the Herget Gymnasium. We'll take a break, bring you back the third set right after this. Welcome back to the Herget Gymnasium, start of the third set, as Braintree leads 2-0. And the first point of the set here, recorded by Wellesley. One 0 lead for the visitors here in set number 3, which they have to win, as Braintree has tied it at 1. Braintree 25-18 in set 2. 25-19 in set 1, and they're up 2-0. Trying to close things out. And Braintree with another point scored. Braintree on their way to a potential victory here at home, which they've played pretty dominantly here so far today, as the serve is short. I've been very impressed by the way Braintree has been able to respond. As the serving error on the other end. So 11 serving errors for Wellesley, 13 for Braintree. They lead by 1 point here in the third set, 3-2. Jump serve by Tang. And the heavy hit, but it's well out of bounds. And another hitting mistake by the Raiders. Tang again, and Tang with the best serve we've seen here today. Wells is able to respond to it though. And Braintree now looking for the attack on offense. As this one is deflected out of bounds, Braintree scores. Nice sequence there. Tang again on the serve. Played towards the net and over on 3. Middle of the net, and the hit by Lynn. And Lynn is denied at the net. 5-3. Braintree up by 2. Set and delivered over the net. Sliding effort by the Raiders, and they're able to knock it back. The volley continues. Braintree on the far side. Denied is Wong. A second attempt here by Braintree is converted. And Lynn again. He's had a nice day. Wilson Lynn. And the serve is out of bounds. Wellesley now an opportunity to serve. And they just clear the net. As that creates the net, but it did clear. And then Braintree again is quick to make a point. As they're back up by 3 at 7-4. Braintree's really been able to battle back anytime they've had some adversity here today. Been able to respond to it. And that is Wellesley's point. Able to get it past the Braintree front line. 7-5. Sometimes when you take a little bit of speed off your hits, it really fools the defense, and that's kind of what happened there. Set up by Tang. Front of the net now for the hit by Volpe. And a chance for Gao. He is also denied there, but Braintree will score again. Braintree's had it going their way pretty much the entire way. The jump serve hits the net. Braintree now with 15 serving errors, and the lead is 8-6. And 6 lead for the Wamps. Wellesley plays it over. Braintree sets it up. Tang. Cross court. Strong play by Wellesley. And that is inbound. Another kill for the Raiders. They've made some good plays when they needed to. But they're going to need a lot more down the stretch if they want to have a chance to come back in this one. And again, the Raiders with a slide move this time. And the kill. So just curious where all this is coming from. They've had probably their 2 best hits in consecutive hits, and then a serving error to compound it. Volleyball, such a sport of runs, and back and forth we continue to go. The Raiders just can't get enough momentum going to keep the lead, which has been surprising here in this game, that Braintree's been able to just dominate from the start. Not sure what the reason is for the delay, but we're finally ready to resume. So we're about halfway through this third set. 10-8 Braintree, up 2-0. And a nice dig by Braintree. Volpe has this one knocked over the net on the third try. Front of the net, blocked, and Lynn with the rejection. He has been really good here today. Wilson Lynn had a couple of kills, a couple of blocks, and Braintree's making some plays in a match they'd really like to win here at home. This time it is Braintree and Ellis Wong who gets the point. As Braintree ahead now by 4, it's 12-8. Wellesley has not used the timeout yet, but they're probably on the verge of it if Braintree does continue to score here. And the serve goes out of bounds. So now 16 serving errors for Braintree. And the Raiders on the verge of a second straight point, which they get. That's 4 hits on the Braintree side. And it's back to 2, 12-10. So the Raiders really starting to find it now. That's 3 straight points, including an ace. Both sides with just 2 aces each. And a nice block. And guess who? Lynn. Lynn has been a dynamic threat at the front of the net here in this game for Braintree. And now Tang will get an opportunity. And Tang, unfortunately, serves it out of bounds. Braintree's 17th serving error. And the lead is just 1. And an ace. And that ties it up at 13. And most Braintree's faced adversity here today. Head coach Standard up off the bench. No timeout taken by Braintree, but Wellesley has finally found the rhythm here, and it's taken until the third set, nearly halfway through, to get it there. As Braintree looks to respond to this one being tied up at 13. As Lynn, and he comes through. Braintree's continued to look his way, and he has delivered. Wellesley getting the tying point. Played up and over by the Wamps. 14 apiece. And Lynn, yet again, took something off that one. So Wellesley looking to continue to come back. But this one is well out of the bounce there. And the Raiders continue to have a couple of those hits just too strong. Plenty of velocity on it, but well out of bounds. Braintree looking to get 3 straight points. And they will not. As Wellesley with another kill in the middle of the court. (16-15). Braintree with a narrow 1-point lead. Set up for Gow. Gow off the net and on the Braintree side, tying it at 16. And the Raiders have gone ahead for the first time in a long time. And now Braintree will utilize their first timeout here today. 17-16 the score, as Wellesley with the lead. We'll talk through this timeout here. Braintree trying to get back on track. So just a half minute left on the timeout, but Braintree has found themselves down by 1, 17-16. Up 2-0. Again, 25-19 in set 1, 25-18 in set 2. And Braintree down 1 here in set 3, 17-16. So play resuming, and that is a big mistake. So a serving error right after the timeout, and Braintree gets a gift point, making it a 17-17 game here in set number 3. And Braintree not able to return that hit. Plenty of velocity on it. The Raiders really can't afford to keep making these serving errors, but they have really piled up late. Braintree with a chance here to tie it up at 18. Far side, and that is inbound. And the Raiders now on the verge of potentially winning this third set. And they're changing the call. They're saying that ball was out of bounds. Wow, this is a huge call. That makes it 18-18. That is a big call. So 19-18 is the score. And the serve is inbound. That's an ace. Right in front of the Wellesley bench. As the Wamps have gone ahead by 2. Middle of the court, and the Raiders getting back a much-needed point. 20-19. So Braintree with a chance here to close out in straight sets. Wellesley trying to do everything they can to keep it going. And Braintree responds. As Volpe with a strong hit for Braintree. (21-19) Braintree. As the Wamps now able to knock it over on the third hit. At the net, and this one well out of bounds. Jump serve. Here to the front of the net. 22-19 Braintree. And that is deflected by Braintree. 22-20. Raiders trying to get that energy going and help out their teammates. But Braintree still in command here in this third set, up by 2. Braintree does not want to go to a fourth set as the Wamps get the kill at the front of the net. And now just 2 points away from match point. Jump serve. As it's brought back, and Lynn takes full advantage at the net, and Braintree now a chance to end it. Match point, 24-20 Braintree with the lead of 2-0. Wellesley has to bring this back to the net. And it's out of bounds, and that will do it. 25-20, the final score in set number 3. Braintree wins 3-0. Again, the recap: 25-19 in set 1, 25-18 in set 2, and 25-20 in set 3 as Braintree with a 3-0 sweep here today over Wellesley. Thank you for watching our broadcast here today on BCAM TV. On behalf of our camera person, John Orfanos, I'm Mike Wassel. We'll see you next time.